Welcome back, everybody. Here to explain the science behind Mochi, one of Japan's sweetest imports. No, I'm kidding. Mochi is one of Japan's sweetest imports. Not Dan Kohler. It's one of Japan's sweetest
He's
holiday
our
treats.
sweetest import.
Yeah,
Although
exactly.
I might be Japan's most recent export. I just got back. It's 16 hours ahead for me, so it's tomorrow morning already.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
good morning.
Time traveler.
Good morning. Good morning.
What is Mochi, Dan Kohler?
Mochi is a traditional treat that's eaten throughout Japan, and it's actually a holiday treat, which is why we're making it today. And it can be sweet or savory, which is what you've got on your plate. So dig in.
Sweet?
The ones that are powdered are sweet. And the ones that are grilled, that's called isobayaki, and those are the savory. Start with the savory. I'd start there.
Savory.
And mochi, believe it or not, was actually first made in 300 BC, and it started as a treat for royalty. And as you know, as the royals do, so do follow the rest of the people. So pretty soon, mochi became a very popular treat throughout Japan. But it's really it's a special treat because of the rice, because of mochi rice, which is what we've got here. Mochi rice is glutinous rice. But for everyone out there who's gluten-free, the interesting thing about glutinous rice, which you may know, is that there's no gluten in there. It's gluten-like. And so let's talk about that, because that's what's scientifically amazing here. When we talk about gluten, we're talking about a wheat protein. But glutinous rice actually is powerful because of the starch inside. So most rice has two different kinds of starch. There's either amylose or amylopectin, and there's a blend in most rices. But mochi rice is special because it's nearly 100% amylopectin. And when those starch granules are introduced to water, they absorb all of the water and then they explode. And they create this really luscious texture that's sticky and gooey, and that's what you're eating right now.
Did you know all this stuff before you went to Japan?
I didn't.
We have some footage of you learning how to make this.
I was very fortunate to travel to Japan and meet with some farmers, and they gave me a tour of their rice farm, and I learned so much from them. So this is what rice looks like when it's growing. It's almost ready to be harvested. You can see there's no water left on the ground there. And this is when it's dry, you can see these individual kernels. They're going to pop that open. Inside there is 1 grain of mochi rice. Mochi rice is interesting. There's actually no, it's all white. Inside, most rice has a brown hull. Mochi rice doesn't. And then,
Dan.
I thought you were going to hit.
this is the real important part. This is the real important part of
Never
mochi.
have trust.
You steam the rice, you soak the rice, and then you pound the rice, and this is incredible. It's done with an enormous, like 5-foot mallet and a giant stone bowl, and it's a 2-person job. Someone's got to slap it with water and turn it, and the other person pounds and pounds and pounds. It's a great workout.
Is mochi rice more expensive than regular rice?
No, you know, it's a specialty item, but you can find it these days at Amazon. You can find it at grocery stores. And if you're going to make this at home, what you want to do is soak your rice, steam it, and then use something like this. This is a molcajete. You can use a mortar and pestle, and this is the rice after it's steamed. And right here, I've pounded it for about 5 minutes. But here's really, honestly, this is what you're doing at home. You are just pounding those granules into.
Take that anger out.
That's right. That's right. And every once in a while, you're just going to drip a little bit of water in there.
We lost dodgeball.
That's right. But I think that was your fault.
No!
No, it's him that. He's right about it now.
So you pound this around and around and around, and when it's nice and sticky, actually, all you have to do.
How do you know when you're done?
Well, it's got a shiny texture, and it's nice and supple.
So how long do you think?
About 15 minutes, I'd say.
Oh my gosh, that's a good workout.
Yeah, you just squeeze off a little round. You put some water on your hands so that you can get it nice and smooth. And then you can just, if you're just going to keep these, you can just coat them in rice flour very lightly. Toss them around.
Is that date in?
Yeah, what's in the middle?
Oh, in the middle of the sweet ones, you've got red bean paste, which is the traditional filling for sweet ones. It's great fortune for a good new year.
Oh, well, our show is so international today. You guys went to Italy to learn how to make a Parmesan.